The Chicago Bulls make their pick in the second round of the 2020 NBA draft as they take center Marko Simonovic. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls and their draft selection in the second round. So before I do that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I do bring you guys the latest, greatest, and best NBA content around, especially Bulls related. So make sure you are supporting the channel. The best way to do so, I always say, is to subscribe. So please make sure you do that. And please make sure to follow me on my social media handles, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And hit the bell icon to be notified. I drop new videos every single day. So just to be notified, so I show up in the recommended, all that good stuff. Do that, all right? So let's talk about the second round pick. So I gave you guys my thoughts on the Bulls' first round pick, the fourth overall pick at Patrick Williams. If you guys want to check that video out, it's in my recents. But here I'm talking about the second round pick. So let's talk about it. So as I mentioned, in the second round of the 2020 NBA draft with the 44th pick, the Chicago Bulls selected Marko Simonovic out of Europe. And now, before anybody comments saying, Faiz, is he 34 years old? The answer is no. Don't worry, he's not. I've checked, because the same thing happened to me. Now, at draft time every single year, you know, a lot of these guys I'm pretty familiar with, but obviously I go ahead and do a lot of research, do a lot of, watching tape and making sure that, I'm familiar with all the guys. But in the second round, it's very tough, right? Because a lot of these guys people don't know about. They're, from all over the world, small schools, etc. And so when the selection was made for the Bulls and their second round pick and Marko Simonovic, and I went to go ahead and look him up, I saw that it was a 34-year-old basketball player. And I'm like, wait a second, 34? That can't be right. The Bulls just drafted a 34-year-old rookie? No way. So obviously that got cleared up because there is another Marko Simonovic who is 34. So if you find him, that's not the guy the Bulls drafted. The guy the Bulls drafted is 21 years old. Okay, so just letting you know that. So he's 21 years old. He's 6'11", 215 pounds, as I mentioned, from Europe, or specifically, I think, Montenegro. And this is a draft pick with what looks to be a guy who is going to fill a position of need, because we do need bigs on this team, specifically backup bigs. But more so, it does fit the need of shooting, right? So this is the specialty of Marko Simonovic, is that he is a big center, 6'11", but he's got a shooting touch from the outside. He can hit threes, okay? So he is a solid shooter for his size. He's great at the pick and pop, and so that is going to be something that's going to be really helpful because this is a shooting league and you need your bigs to be able to shoot. Now, I know Bulls fans might be like, Faiz, we already have Daniel Gafford, so where does Marko Simonovic fit? Well, I'll tell you this much. Even if he takes Felicio's spot, I'm okay with that, because if this means bye-bye Cristiano Felicio, so be it. He shouldn't see a single minute for this damn team ever again, okay? So, I get it, we have Gafford, but Simonovic could take Felicio's minutes. And also, we don't know if he's actually going to make the roster. He, for all we know, AK and Mark Eversley could stash him in Europe and leave him there to develop for years to come, and then bring him over when he's ready. Because the thing about him, like I mentioned, his strengths, his pros are, he's mobile, he's athletic, and he can shoot the three. He's a good shooter for his size. He's a shooting big man stretch five, okay? But the cons are that he's not as fast. He can, get past, guys can get past him on the pick and roll. So he's got to fill out his frame. He can get bullied in the post. His low post game is not that developed. There's a lot of cons here, okay? He's a project. Make no mistake about it. But like I mentioned, I think the Bulls have options here where they basically can stash him in Europe, let him develop, or they can bring him here. And I'm telling you right now, he's probably better than Felicio right now. So to me, overall, my thoughts on this pick, look, second round picks are very hit or miss. I think Daniel Gafford was the second round pick for the Bulls, and he ended up being pretty decent. So I like the fact that he can shoot, and I like the fact that, again, he's a big, because I do think, we could have used the big. Now, we could also use the backup point guard as well, but We've got Satoransky. We could have used more guard help maybe after we lost Chris Dunn, or I don't think Chris Dunn's going to come back. So again, this was a pick where we could have gone anywhere, right? We had needs all across the bench. So I'm going to, again, go ahead and give AK the benefit of the doubt. We know he's got an eye for European talent. And so if he has confidence in this pick and this is the guy, let's hope for the best. But from what I've read, this is what I've seen, right? A stretch 5, which is very helpful in today's NBA, but he needs time to develop his frame. He needs work on his defensive game. So he does need help in those areas. So whether or not we bring him over, I'm not sure yet, but that's kind of where I'm at with this pick for the Chicago Bulls. So there you have it, the 2 draft picks for the Bulls in the regime of the new front office, Patrick Williams and Marko Simonovic. And funny enough, man, no trades. There was so many rumors, so much hoopla, but after all the smoke cleared, AK and this front office didn't make any trades. I kind of predicted that they wouldn't. I thought they were just, testing the water, seeing what's out there. But this is going to be a feel it out year, guys. I've been telling you this all off season. Don't expect major moves. Don't expect major signings, major trades. This is a wait and see year. See what we have on this roster, figure it out, and go from there. So there you have, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree with me or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.